So
Ikbal.
yeah,
Yeah.
the horse guy, you know, half
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
man,
the
half
horse
horse.
guy. Half horse,
Yeah,
half man.
Yep.
but the way that I kind of like depicted him, or his kind, is that they almost like he fights almost like Nightwing from from if you know about Batman's people and stuff like that. Like
Oh,
more
yeah.
more like akin to Eskrima, if you know. I mean, yeah, or Arnis. And also he teleports like Nightcrawler, if you're familiar with X-Men and all that type of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Range Up, I'm actually streaming Star Rail right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, you're going back to Honkai, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, he's kind of streaming right now. So if anything that you haven't followed the page, please do so and show your love and support to our homies right here. Eek! Got the ambush, bro. Stupid. Sorry, sorry. Go back. Go back.
But yeah, so the idea is that the story takes place in the near future, 2030.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's yeah. It's supposed to be more like almost like a cyberpunk mythology based dystopia worldwide, and it's basically about agents that are trying to maintain the balance between the supernatural and the mundane, as well as try to avoid like elements that threaten to throw that balance into chaos. So, like the medium that I'm using for the project is actually an audio drama. If you're familiar with that type of concept, like a podcast, but the
Oh.
podcast, instead of it being a talk show podcast, it's basically like a story that's in audio format.
Mm.
oh, okay.
So
So
I
it's
meant like
something that you listen to it.
mhm. Do you have like a link or possibly like a page or whatever or
Yes, I do.
where we can mind dropping it over the Discord so we can.
Yes. I have a bunch of links. I'm going to use Acast because it'll link you to a lot of different places if you're not able to find it in one place.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's pretty accessible. I also have a website as well because I also do documentary filmmaking as well.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Because I was trained to be a video editor, videographer, basically general production.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of weird interference on your end, Nico. Yeah.
Yeah, what
Uh,
was that?
Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. Where do I drop it
You can just
exactly?
like drop it here in the open chat on the public tambayan.
Public to buy-in? Okay,
Yeah.
let me do that right now. So this is the Project Gnosis. That's the name of the thing. He's basically one of the main
Okay.
characters,
Oh,
which is why we've been working closely together on this project. And honestly, I honestly the thing about what I like about Nico's voice acting is that the thing is, it's any other probably voice actor that would have played his role. I mean, it's kind of a hard balance to try to find someone that is confident but not arrogant. I mean,
Yeah.
in
yeah,
terms
yeah.
of like how they suit the voice,
Mhm.
because I wanted to put the element that his kind would be very prideful, but I also
Mhm.
wanted to be likable too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's like two things that's kind of hard to really get into. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's kind of rare. Like you might get the other one, but the other one is really not. So
yeah,
lucky you got one.
yeah. He's pretty good at what he does, and
Mhm.
it actually, there's also another person in my team that's also similar in terms of the balance of the type of voice acting they do, and
Mhm.
that's his fellow co-protagonist, who
Mhm.
is a Zhang Shi, which is like a Chinese vampire or
Oh.
Chinese zombie.
Oh,
And I didn't know anybody until like later on that I just vibe with them. And hello, yo, Brian, how's it going, dude? Thanks for the follow.
Scared the shit out of.
Peekaboo.
I was startled.
You
Sorry.
were like, what?
Remember, I'm also streaming. So.
I
Yeah,
know. We
Yeah,
seriously
yeah.
like we forgot about that. That split seconds, and then you started like, oh hello, yeah.
but yeah, I basically Riz is definitely one of the main characters, and so Filipino. Like I wanted to kind of emphasize like an Asian-led cast with what I was doing. So it's something that I've been working on since 2021. So that's actually when I first picked him up along with some other people to get this project started. Took me a year to finish the first season because it was like my first time doing something like this. Probably my biggest project at the time. And now the season 2 is going to take place in Nigeria, which is going to feature a lot of African characters in the story.
It's
So,
like that there's like a lot of variety of.
oh yeah, a lot of mythology, a lot of spiritual and supernatural elements that can come into play
Yeah.
here. Like, fun fact, I mean, it's probably self-evident, but since Riz is part of the main cast, there's like stories about Tikbalang in the Philippines, but imagine Tikbalang going somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to
So
another.
guys, that's not how you pronounce tikbalang anymore. It's
Yeah, right.
it's not tikbalang anymore, so you have to pronounce it as tikbalang, okay? It's like
Oh.
Chick-fil-A, a tikbalang.
It's not Chick-fil-A, it's Tick-Belong.
Tikbalang, yeah.
I'm
Like-
wondering if that could be something I could put in the script too, like trying to differentiate, you know?
Hmm.
So alongside the main cast, alongside the Chinese vampire and the werehorse character Riz, there's also going to be an Irishman. Like he's basically an immortal Irishman folk hero. He's actually from the actual mythology, but he's like most like a mentor to the Chinese vampire. Now you're wondering how does that work? That's something you'll have to find out in the story. And then there's also a young shaman in the story who's African from Nigeria, who is like kind of like mysterious, all that type of stuff, and kind of acts older. He actually acts he's older than the 2,000-year-old guy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then the last one, I think Nico knows what I'm talking about, is the Oni. That's also in the story.
Also, little did we know that it's Liam Neeson's ancestor.
Mm.
Oh yeah, because the guy who plays him actually he can give up a Liam Neeson impression.
Were you trying to find someone who sounds like Liam Neeson, or was that by accident?
Not really.
So that
Not
was a
really.
happy accident.
It was a lot of the stuff that I was doing in here was a happy accident. Actually. It kind of just worked, with all the people that was in the cast. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's like almost like a 5-man team that I'm trying to go for, and basically they just go around the world to basically prevent a lot of crises. The aim is I'm trying to aim for 9 seasons, which technically 8 more to go, and if I get this done, 7 more to go.
It's
And
a
I
good
also
start.
Yeah, and eventually I hope to. I'm actually having a comic in development with it
Yo, what
as
up,
well.
Rose? I'm doing good. How about you?
It's just, like if anything, just drop it on the comment section. We'll be more than glad to check it out. And all, of course.
Right. But yeah, if you ever want to check it out, it's there.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google. I actually put it in as many podcasting platforms as possible.
Yeah.
So that it is relatively accessible for anybody around the world to access. If they couldn't see it through Spotify, they could see it through this thing or this thing or this thing.
Also, my buddy Rose said hi to everyone here.
Oh hey, how you doing, Rose? How's it going? I don't know because I'm not in the stream. I'm just walking around in my room, trying to think about
Walking
stuff.
around in your room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something that you would really want to have, like some things going on in your head.
Oh yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Always be
You got
thinking
that
about
right.
stuff.
Stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Are you okay there?
You can
Oh,
find
you're
it.
working on your ether now? That's the main character. Oh, sorry. My nephew's playing Genshin now.
Okay.
Do you know how to glide? Not yet. Yeah. Have you reached that point that Amber right there will teach you how to fly?
Yeah.
Okay. yeah, he went there already.
I have a question. Do any
Sure.
of you play MMOs?
Oh, let's see.
MMOs. Yeah, I play a few.
Let's rock.
Which ones?
You can fight it or
Ragnarok?
rock with it.
Minokuni.
Wait, what?
Watch this awesome move.
Oh, there's probably like games that you're really not that familiar with.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, in the Philippines,
Wait,
we
Ni no
also have,
Kuni
like,
is
this
an
MMORPG,
MMO?
stuff like that.
Wait, Nino. Oh, wait, I know what Neo Kuni is. I
Oh.
was just wondering. Yeah.
That's actually like the first game that I was able to play with them. Because, you know,
Oh,
like
What's up,
in,
Rose?
in a Genshin, I'm over North America server, and then when I started streaming, I kind of got associated with a lot of course, Filipino streamers as well that also plays Genshin, but apparently most of them are like an Asia server.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
there's
Guess who
just few
downloaded
in the
too?
core
Yeah,
team.
gotcha.
I call them core team, like the
Right.
I mean the people that I've been with since I started streaming over the blue platform, which is Facebook, and then like there's few that's also over North America, but most of them are over Asia server. So when
Right.
Nino Kuni came out, that's the only time that I was able to like, you know what, Core, let's just try this game. That I was able to play with it, but something happened with my life that kind of stopped me from playing Nino. I just got off brain surgery last March 2nd,
Oh, wow.
so
But you managed to recover from that, right?
bruh,
Well, I
12
mean,
hours.
Ooh. Damn.
So yeah. So now this game came out, but we won't be able to do like those co-op thingy. But I can somewhat play with them by using their characters if I need to go to a certain, what I'm talking
Right.
about. And
Yeah, I know what you
and we're just like waiting for another game that we can have that opportunity to play again. But Genshin, I cannot leave the Genshin anymore to possibly transfer to Asia server. Bro, I wailed a lot, so I don't want to waste my my resources. So even if I really want to play with them,
Oh, speaking
Gotcha.
speaking of which, one of my friends in the stream chat downloaded 2 new gacha games, and now she's spending more money.
Bruh. That's like someone I know who plays FIFA.
if only I knew that because I started playing Genshin. I'm using my PlayStation, so I didn't really get that chance to know about the servers and shit like that. If only I could have stopped myself from wailing over North America and possibly wait for a chance to, move to another server and then do what I wanted to do. But that was a long, that was long gone. I don't do whales anymore. Wait, baby, what?
Right.
Oh, yeah, just keep on skipping. 'Cause you're not gonna, it's not gonna do you anything anyway.
You know, it's always funny when you're like,
There's a lot
When you're-
because you were able to like open a lot of things.
Scared yet?
guys, you're able to hear me, by the way.
And it'll
I can
give
hear
you
you.
like primo gems.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
able
I
to
can-
get
I
in
can
the
hear you.
character.
Alright. I was about to say, you know, it's good when you have friends that you could pick on.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
stop.
know
Like
the
how
feeling.
Sophia picks on you sometimes, and I'm like, what?
Sebastian kasi naglalaro siya ng
She's not the only one, by the way.
I know.
Like my Nigerian friend, he also picks on me too. So just like Sophia.
I'm gonna try new ones and see if I like them. Okay.
So it's telling you to go to that map right there.
Probably the ones that
You know,
will
like
make
this
your
little
wallet
thing
suffer,
right
huh?
there? There's a teleporter.
I have to admit though, Sophia seems like I'm like one of the only few people that actually makes her laugh consistently or something. So I don't
You know
even
how to pick
try.
characters, right? Did you put this? Huh?
Oh yeah. By the way, Matt, how was my Kingdom Hearts dub? By the way.
Bruh, his name
Oh
is Lil
yeah,
Bash.
like you
He's playing Genshin
finally
right now.
include
I'm
Aqua
sorry,
in
I have to
the
show your
dub,
active
right?
Kuya.
Yeah,
Discord.
I live directed her today,
I
and
don't know where Kuya Ched went.
I will say though, like some of the challenges was what is going on? Hey, Shakira, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, wait,
I
wait.
really appreciate it.
Wait,
But
wait.
I was gonna say is that like yeah, so her quality I would say, quality situation, it was a little bit tough, so I tried to like make sure it sound less reverby. but it turned out
Right.
pretty well. And she's not used to fighting stuff, so that was another like challenge to
Yeah.
direct her with. So yeah, but thankfully we were able to finish.
Right. Actually, speaking of which, when you actually start doing the lines for the second season, I do also need some battle grunts from you as well. You know?
Okay. If you can, let me know what kind of like efforts do I need to do, so that way I would know like
Give these trailblazers
like
your
to know like
blessing.
what's happening more in the story. If that makes sense.
Right. Like I know with the fight with Yo, for example, there's definitely a lot of you getting your ass kicked.
Watch this awesome
Um,
move.
I know the fight in the base, which also results in you fighting some soldiers. And then I believe the final climax is where you're wielding a bow and arrow. Like you're basically Hawkeye, but a horse,
Yeah.
shooting shit around. You know what I mean?
But she did
So
really
you'll be
well of the
yeah.
actress who voiced her. Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, you did a great job with the dub stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really
Like
happy. I'm really happy that it went well as it did. Like I'm like not trying to brag or anything, but I'm really glad I got to live direct all of them.
yeah, I know the feel. You know, going no. Oh, actually, you were live directing. That's actually pretty impressive right there.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? Like at the moment and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
Yeah,
my buddy
someone-
Tanner, that was his first time actually going as hard as he did when it comes to like him getting caught by Xehanort and all that. So he was actually getting those goosebumps of like, oh, I got a new experience and I went well, that kind of thing.
Right. I was actually wondering, like, especially since my dad actually is interested in helping me like kind of contributing and helping me out with the finances for the project. Yeah, I might actually ask or request your lines sooner than I thought.
Oh.
Maybe only like half, maybe only the first half, or even the first quarter. If possible.
Oh, so you need me to do lines right?
Not
currently?
right now. Not at the moment. But I'm just saying, as soon as I get the money from my dad, I might actually request that.
Okay. And
Because,
which chapter is
yeah.
it? Like chapter 2?
Awesome move.
Well, I mean, chapter 2 and maybe 3, 4, and 5. But again, you don't have to do anything right now, at least until I get my money from my dad. So, like, he said that he's gonna basically split the amount of what he's gonna send me first, like soon, and then another part like later down the end of the month. So
Okay.
that means I'm able to kind of finance a good amount of the main character stuff. It wasn't the side people that I had like a huge sync on it. It was actually you and the main cast, because you say a lot and you basically have to deal with a lot, and through your perspective, and a lot of it's through your perspective. I mean, honestly, Riz is actually very important in the second season than even in the first season, ironically enough. Because I kind of wanted Riz to actually like contribute more with like in the next season, because I wanted to be someone that, like, even though he doesn't know what's going on most of the time, he's able to kind of somehow save the day type of thing. You know what I mean? At least that's my take on it.
Show must go on.
Yeah, a lot of people are like goofing over the chat, like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Yo, I'm not watching something." They were like talking over the Discord. You know?
Yeah,
like,
we're
"Oh, I thought
just
we're
chilling over
watching something."
Discord, yeah.
Oh
fine.
yeah. You'd be wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about? You know?
They were just like amazed, like, you know, at some point that you guys are kind of like explaining things like profoundly. And
Oh,
someone
well.
like some even
Well,
said like, "Oh, I just hope I'm also getting allowances from my dad."
Bruh, it wasn't an allowance; it was an investment, technically.
Yeah, investment.
All right.
podcasting.
It does sound kind of weird, but yeah. I mean, I did say I was going to credit him as a contributor, so well, that's one thing. But hopefully, yeah, but I mean, I mean, it's appreciated, because I actually had a crowdfunding campaign that didn't work out last month, and it's mostly due to the lack of like reach with what I was doing. Actually, marketing is one of my weakest points when it comes to things I do. Who would have thunk it? You know, that's why I
Yeah,
probably
that's why
wouldn't
sometimes you
qualify.
really have to look for a person in charge of it.
Yeah, that usually is its own budget, really, because marketing is all about the reach and the engagement and all the types of buzzwords when it comes to
Yeah.
like getting yourself out there and making yourself known. Because
Because if
there's
it's, you can probably do it, but if it's something that you want to put on your plate as well, that's gonna be too much, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you won't
that's
be able
true.
to like focus on the main shit that you have to deal with. Which
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you can probably do that if you really wanted to, but
Yeah.
worst comes to shove is like what I said, the focus on a specific thing that you have to deal with is really not gonna be like 100%. So
Yeah,
that's
I
probably
agree.
why.
A lot of it is basically a lot of it is based on trying to make content. That's actually the reason why I haven't really been making a lot of content is because I'm focusing on making the content, which is why I don't really have the presence as of right now. Once I start
Mhm.
making the content, then maybe that will help a bit. But the
Yeah.
thing is, people are driven by the quantity of content that's out there rather than the quality of the content, for the most part. Because after you see everything that you need to see from that person,
Yeah,
you
baby
don't
steps
actually.
in everything that we do.
I can kind of vouch for
Yeah.
that because like ever since I started like because I had like a backlog of stuff from Twitch because I always highlight everything I stream and I started posting on YouTube every day and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, they give a shit about the quantity. God damn it."
Yeah, that's one of my biggest hurdles. But I was thinking about like doing like again, like what I mentioned about the comic stuff. I'm actually thinking about doing motion comic stuff for PG and like you know like how to fit in what was like the audio drama with the actual comic, put that together. Because the thing is, I actually know that there's actually a large base of people that follow comics that are voiced, that are dubbed in the story, usually from a famous artist and stuff like that. You know. Which
Mhm.
I'm thinking about maybe if I start generating stuff for comic stuff for season one, that would actually generate people's attention.
Hmm. No, you
Nothing
just
too
really have to try, different stuff.
right, right. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff, a lot of experimental stuff going on,
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
Just
part
saw a
of the
new picture
game,
and on Idler 7 character and I approve 100%. He looks good as usual. Oh boy. Oh boy.
actually, I actually do have some promos that I could show, like I could put it on the Tombai chat if you guys are
Yeah.
interested,
Yep.
Sure.
because I do,
Yep.
just it's actually like examples of what um Nico and another character was involved in.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Excuse me.
Illusions of the past.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you good? Oh,
Excuse
you won't
me.
be able to
Sorry.
access that yet because you don't have a key. So you have to wait for huh? Oh, because this side of the map is something that you won't be able to cross just yet. That's why it's kind of blinking. So you have to go back. Not that you won't be able to go there. It takes time for you to open that map. So that's why it's kind of blinking red. You see this red line right here? It's telling you, Sebastian, this is the only place that you can go to right now.
Disappear among the sea
So
of
it
butterflies.
tells you to talk to
Illusions of the
Kaya,
past.
and you see that little diamond, the yellow diamond thing. If you're gonna check on your map, you will find him here. So you have to go over there. And for you to go there, the easiest path is to go to this domain, teleport.
So, just to give you an example of the main characters of the chat, I'll put it on the chat underneath the what do you call it? Just it's only like a few seconds, really, just to give you an example of
See?
what I'm trying to
Just be
say.
careful, because you see that yellow gauge right there?
Uh,
You're gonna fall. And also, like, if you're swimming or you're like flying, if that runs out, you're just gonna, drown or you're just gonna fall. Color
Hypnosis.
Wait, is that? Let me. Oh, is this something that we can post on Twitch? Probably not, huh?
Probably not at the moment because I don't know about what the Twitch rules are. So
Yeah. But
Watch this awesome move.
this is mostly for your reference, basically.
Hey, that's nice. So yeah, for those of you guys over the chat section, if you probably just wanna check and see what they're actually sharing over the Discord, I'm gonna drop again the link over the chat section and just check it out, everybody. Yo, shout out to Kuya MG, how's it going? Alert lang habang work mode. Happy stream ko soon. Thank you po.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Which stream are you on, by the way?
Bobby?
Like, yes.
Oh. Here. Wait up.
That's better.
I'm on my dashboard.
oh, the audio is nice.
Yeah, I had an artist help me with the promotional images stuff. So yeah, those are the main characters basically. And I'm still trying to wait on some promos because someone's doing some VFX stuff for the promos that I'm still waiting on. Okay, thank you.
Watch this awesome move.
Yeah.
Is this the what you call this? That Tikbalang?
Yes.
I just like how he's like using the word now. Like he's pronouncing the word like take balang now. Nice. I just like how you adapt about things. Don't be scared, guys.
Oh, this kind of cool.
I know. I kind of like it too.
Very cool though, honestly. It's cool.
You know, another interesting thing that was a bit of a hurdle when the production of the project. Nico, the thing is, I didn't know Nico didn't
Oh,
speak
it's the domain.
Cebuano.
I'm not sure if you can unlock that yet, Bash. But you have to talk to him first, and he's gonna be part of your team after you talk to him.
Oh, Raindrops, are you able to hear my friend?
No, because he was in the middle of the discussion. I didn't want to interrupt him. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's discussing something with his nephew.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah. I just wanted to let him finish that. You know.
Oh yeah. What was it? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say was well, one of the hurdles during our production was that actually two of our voice actors didn't really know too much about Tagalog and Cebuano. Actually, Cebuano was particularly the hard part actually, because I didn't really because the thing is when people were doing the casting call, there was not a lot of people that actually. I don't think there was anyone that was a Cebuano speaker. That was in the casting call when I was.
Well, like if anything that you are somewhat looking for, or probably like a reference or whatever, Lucifer right there can actually speak the language. He's really
Right.
familiar, the dialect as well.
Right.
Although he's
Yeah.
not,
Illusions of the past.
I know it wasn't perfect in terms of the delivery and stuff like that, but fortunately I don't have to kind of call upon that yet.
Mhm.
But we actually had some voice actors who spoke Tagalog that helped out, some of our VAs about, the language. So it kind of helped,
Watch this.
But if I would definitely reach out to you, Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Lucifer,
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, I'll reach out if I ever need help with like consultancy about that, about the
Sure,
language
sure.
stuff.
sure. It's no problem.
Yeah, you can always send me a friend request and all that type of stuff. I'll be cool with that.
Yeah.
You just hear over the
I'll
Discord.
do
Normally,
that.
like if not
Or
most of
in
the
the
time.
Discord. Or in the Discord. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get the visual element in so people can understand what I'm trying to envision. Because I know not everybody might be hearing the thing, but doesn't mean they visualize it.
Sorry, man, it feels like bragging. I have a new character now.
Nice.
I got Kai already.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, like you mentioned, your MMO stuff. I actually, most of the MMOs I usually play are mostly in the Western side of things. Like,
Rogue,
I actually
something
have
like that.
played, like the one that I play the most is actually Guild Wars 2, currently. Are you familiar?
Not me.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's more of a Western MMO, but I believe that they're under a Korean company. Like, well, technically the publisher's Korean, but the company is, I believe, Western. Um, ArenaNet, if you ever heard of them before, but they're the ones behind Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. So Guild Wars 2 is basically something that was kind of strange in the MMO community because they were not trying to follow the Trinity.
The trend, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Like not Father, Son, Holy Spirit, but more like the tank, healer,
Oh.
DPS type of thing. Like they wanted to be different in terms of like how they how like the game was played. So there was no emphasis on tanks, healers, or DPS, but it
Yeah.
kind of put them in a dead zone of like what was the challenge of the content, or like how does everything kind of work. And by the time raids were introduced in Guild Wars 2, that's when the topic shifted from like tanks were introduced, healers were introduced, but they all serve like different types of purposes. Like there's emphasis on like conditional like debuff based DPS versus power based DPS, or like tanks that actually have boon support as opposed to, or buff support, or something that's opposed to just straight up tank or just straight up heals, you know. So it's a little bit more like gray area in terms of the role stuff for Guild Wars 2. I actually thought about streaming Guild Wars 2, but I don't know if my computer actually has the power to actually stream it and play it at the same time. That's the thing.
One way to try. One way to know is to try.
Illusions of the past.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe just use like Twitch directly or something. Thing is, I would probably like start stream.
He's playing, he's asking me some stuff. It's fine, why? You gonna go to sleep now? Okay. I didn't hear her. No push. Just be careful with your finger. There you go. Yeah, because the reason why you're having a hard time closing the doors because of that. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, I mean, it's just like no, I'm trying to remember what I was even saying.
Yeah, I think you were saying about streaming.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I know
yeah,
you love
yeah.
it whenever I jokingly get mad Spanish. That shit's always funny. Especially like whenever I'm in town and then there's like an argument in Spanish and I'm like,
Oh, you talking to Rose?
yeah, it's fun. I find it funny how they sound. That's all.
Illusions of the past. Watch this awesome move.
No.
Who's next?
But sometimes they're just having a normal conversation. Oh, I know. It's just that when they get mad, when they get pissed, when I know they're getting pissed, that's when it gets funny.
Well, isn't it like that with most like Latin-based conversations, including Filipino, right? Sometimes, like at least my mom. At least I have that experience with my mom when she gets mad about, you know, with people on the phone. So.
Really?
You kinda get that vibe, like, okay, mom is not okay, mom is mad.
Dude,
Like,
I
yeah,
get that
no.
recently as well. It's like whenever my mom and my tita like talk, sometimes I'm like, well, hold on, what's going on? I was like, oh, no, no belong. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Those are like the
Yeah.
typical drills. If they're not talking in English and they started shouting and speaking something that you can't even understand, yeah.
Yeah, especially
all
when
the
they
fucking time,
start
bro.
trash talking.
Mm-hmm.
Best way to stay away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's best to just film it for YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I remember
yes.
that I saw this one I saw this one video where like the mom, a Mexican mom, was like yelling at his like at her 8-year-old son or some shit. So something cabron, and I'm like, holy shit, that was fucking brutal. And then when she looked at the camera, her personality just went on a 360 or a 180 at least. But at the same time, we tend to be chismoso. This is the thing that Jokoi said is like to like Mexicans, Filipinos, whenever they both talk, it's like your mom is like your mom, or like we're like this, or something. And it's like it's a coincidence. Like no, it's not. It's not a coincidence. There's a reason why we act the same.
Yeah, I remember Joseph said that.
We're the Mexicans of we're the Mexicans of Asia.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
the Mexicans of Asia.
I have a question. Do any of you guys follow any Filipino YouTubers?
Not me.
Not me.
To be honest, like I don't really follow anyone over YouTube. But you know, just probably getting exposed to them over Facebook. That's the only time that I get to know them. But I don't normally follow people over YouTube.
I don't follow people on YouTube, but I do know there is one Filipino YouTuber I do like. Like, yeah, he's known as Wow Mao. Have you ever heard of him before?
I don't.
Not me.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
his channel is basically shit posting. You know, lots of shit posting.
Okay.
Lots
Yeah.
and lots of shit posting.
Because you know, like normally the Filipino YouTubers is kind of, if I may use the word famous, at some point is that those YouTubers or like the vloggers that they kind of you know, just fuzz around, like fuck around and stuff like that. You know, post like different kind of, you know, situational um yeah, that's just the trend right here. Like if you're something funny, even though you really aren't, and a lot of people are, you know, a lot of people finds it funny, you're gonna get it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I know Wow Mao doesn't really emphasize too much about his Filipino identity. His stuff is mostly shit posting of international. So yeah, he got famous actually by posting like an animated or animatic version of like things that Balkan people say on the YouTube comments. Like if you ever heard of the Balkans, like you know like where Serbia is, to Greece, Turks, they have a thing about hating each other so much that they like to announce it directly on the YouTube comments. And you're wondering, wow, this is guys what they do. And again, when you have like an intergenerational hate going on for hundreds of years, kind of makes sense, you know. But yeah, but he actually did make content about the Philippines before, since he is himself Filipino. But again, most of his content is definitely shit posting. But interesting
So
enough,
he's not in Philippines.
I don't know actually. He might be, he might not be. But again, he doesn't show his face and all that type of stuff. Because again, most of his stuff is dedicated to shit posting. He did get famous on the news because apparently someone leaked American like American military secrets on his Discord. Fun, interesting enough.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
You can fight
That's
it.
fucked up.
Well, that wasn't his fault. Like he didn't even know either. I'm just saying that someone, I think actually was from the Thug Shaker Central Discord, which is a whole different Discord from his. But someone from there actually like basically leaked out secrets from the Pentagon and put it on Discord. Yeah.
Oh,
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up, really.
Yeah, yeah. And Thug Shaker, if you guys don't know what Thug Shaker is, it's like it's like an ass shake. It's an ass metaphor basically. But don't worry about that. But But the idea is that when you're straddling along with shit posting, some people just take the joke too far, you know,
Yes.
all the time. But then again, I don't know what punchline you can get from leaking American secrets on Discord.
You know, playing the secret shit, like you're not supposed to be dealing with those things. That's out of bounds. Once late.
You might as well be like playing the Cold War, like you're playing like Call of Duty Black Ops, but in real life, and not as impressive.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are just like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna throw a joke, but not everyone can actually, you know, will be able to understand what you're trying to say, like what you're trying to imply. Oh, it's just a joke, like motherfucker, it's not. It's not every time that if you crack a joke, everybody will just laugh at it. You know, you just have to somewhat be responsible and sensitive enough with what they're gonna be throwing around.
Well, again,
Everybody can go along with it.
the thing about their intention is that they might, instead being like their typical jokester, they're like your edgelords, your joker, like there's two sides to it. An angel and a complete psychopath or something like that. Like, internet can be like there's a such thing as being chronically online. Chronically online.
Yeah, I've heard that term too recently with like, it was something that like we were on a topic on like one of my old friends from like way back that he probably still is, and that's like, I know I shouldn't really feel worried, but at the same time I'm like, well, this is concerning, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to go outside and touch some grass. That's basically it.
Yeah. Also, pancakes, yo, what up? What up, Julian? How's it going? I'm playing some Star Rail. I got some folks on the chat, and one of the folks here actually shouted me out, so I'm just chilling with them in VC. We're all Filipinos, by the way.
Yeah, we're all, including me.
And yeah, Matt's also here too. He said hello. He says hello.
Yeah, hello everybody. It is this Matthew. Yeah, that's what I'm actually known as.
As you see here, okay, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. You always have to get the higher star. Because right now he's wearing just a 1 star, so go for the 2nd star.
Yeah, Tenor's my mod. He's one of my mods.
Oh, by the way, I followed you, Wayne Drops, on Twitch.
Oh, thanks for your follow.
Sorry about
Project
that.
Moses.
Sorry about that.
Easy.
Thank you for the follow, bro.
Yeah, I always want to make sure I remember, you know.
Disappear among the sea of
Julian.
butterflies. Illusions of the past.
But yeah, I don't know how we. Oh wait. I was doing why are you talking about MMOs and then we talked about Filipino YouTubers and then we talked about leaking secrets and conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation is
It just goes along the way, bro.
Yeah, it is a bit of a monorail when it comes to like when we're going to a certain direction of the conversation.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have a question. It's for a Filipino question.
Okay.
Filipino gaming specifically. So whenever I go to the Philippines or whenever I talk to like a Filipino that's like related to like anybody in the Philippines mainly and like my relatives, they always ask me, have I played Dota? And I'm like, no, but I've heard of it, but I never got into it.
It's a Dota. It's a
Dota is famous game.
It's a MOBA game. Yeah, it's like League of Legends, but
Oh yeah.
different. Like it's basically LOL, but different. Maybe a little bit more Warcrafty in style, you know. But I could never play MOBAs. Like I could not stand playing isometric games, to be honest.
Dota is it's a popular game here in Philippines, and it's I think it started when I'm still.
Don't even touch that. Don't even touch the age, Lucifer. Bro, yeah, it was
It's so
it
popular.
was so hyped up. I remember when I was still in high school, and I'm like almost on my 40s now. So
I actually remember there's actually history behind that. Apparently, when I mentioned it being Warcraft influenced, it was actually because the original Dota was actually like based on a mod that was created from the Warcraft games,
Mhm.
like the Warcraft games, like
Yeah.
the World of
It's a
Warcraft
Warcraft.
thing.
Illusions of the
Yeah,
past.
Yeah.
it was a mod. Like they basically made a new game onto itself by that point. This is something for Nico to know if
Disappear among the sea
he's
of
sure about it.
butterflies.
You know.
Illusions of the past.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Have I heard of that before, or have I
Wait.
ever watched it? I don't know.
Wait, what?
So apparently there's a film or a show called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yep. That's a good
Yeah,
movie.
that's a famous wuxia movie starring Michelle Yeoh and Zhang Yimou.
Okay.
It was like a martial arts film, very famous. That's actually where martial arts got really well. Other than Bruce Lee, it was also another film from like the 2000s that garnered like people's interest in Chinese martial arts films.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, this is also where Michelle Yeoh got famous in the West. Also, was that movie. Actually, Faye, the character in Project Gnosis, actually name drops Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon
Oh.
in the second episode. He even mentions Michelle Yeoh and Zhang.
Illusions
Nice.
of the past.
So, yeah. So apparently, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon also exists in PG.
So my buddy said, I think she stood out more as Bond girl in Tomorrow Never Dies Before Crouching Tiger.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's actually her more of her debut, but she got more popularized with Crouching Tiger. But yeah, she was a Bond girl in Tomorrow Night. She was probably one of the better Bond girls, by the way. Probably the best one, so she can actually fight. You know.
Hmm.
I actually did like Tomorrow Never Dies because it definitely felt like it was more of a coming together. The enemy was a media mogul. Like that kind of actually is very satisfying in that sense. I think that was probably one of the better of the Bronson's Bond films, personally, other than GoldenEye. Like for me personally, The World Was Not Enough. I didn't really care for that movie as much. Even though it probably does help like twist the trope on James Bond, you know, having the Bond woman, the supposed Bond woman being the bad guy in that sense. But I didn't really care for it because I didn't feel like the stakes were that major, personally. GoldenEye, of course, everybody thinks is a classic for a Bond movie. But in terms of like, but I think I do like Tomorrow Never Dies because it has its own appeal. And of course, no one talks about Die Another Day because it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest.
You know, that's something, I mean, not that I regret it. Probably if there is something that I really want to associate my life with, is to seriously get familiar with different kinds of movies. Because I am just like the type of person that if I, well, in any type of way, like maybe shoes, maybe like, you know, shirt, or maybe like something, if it's something that I just want, or like if it's something that I saw and kind of got my attention, I would go for it.
Right.
But I'm really not the type of person that, you know, that goes around and look for stuff. That's why I was just like watching movies that, for example, there's just a movie that, you know, Harry Potter, if I may say, which I'm a huge fan of. If anything, going to the theaters and then getting to see like what you call it, like those movies that they're going to be showing in the future or whatever. I forgot what it's called. But anyways, like, oh, I'm interested in seeing that movie. That's the only time that I would kind of get to know a different movie or something like that. Well, like what I said, this goes like in a general perspective. And I was just telling myself, like, why didn't I even introduce my, you know, let myself get introduced to getting familiar with a certain type of movie, even if, you know, you guys are talking about some movies. I must, I mean, I must have watched that before. I'm just not familiar with the title itself. That I was just like, okay, I think I saw this before. Must have seen it. You know, things like that.
Right. That makes sense.
That's just the thing. I don't really like reading as well, but I was able to finish all the Harry Potter books because, you know, I'm a fan, like what I said. But
I actually read the whole Harry Potter books because my mom nagged me to do it. But
yeah. She nagged you?
Yeah.
I don't
But I
know,
did
like
it.
until now, if I'm, if anything, that's seriously something that I'm really proud of. You know, being a fan of it. That when did it came out? Like years ago, and then people are still talking about it. And if you do even have like a cable or whatever, and then you see it, oh, I'm gonna watch this, something like that. Like just different. As years pass by, you still have like this impression to people that, oh, this is something that probably my kid or like my grandkid would actually love if I get the chance to introduce it to them. That's probably why your mom kind of forced you. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, I had more common with her with Lord of the Rings than I had with Harry Potter, to be honest. But that's just me.
Yeah. I don't know. I seriously did try to watch Lord of the Rings, and that's just for me. Like it's kind of, you know, I mean, just for me. Don't get mad or whoever is a huge fan. Like at first, I haven't read the book, but probably like the first couple of minutes when you started watching it, or when I started watching it, bro, I fell asleep.
I'm gonna let you know that if you read the book, you're gonna go to sleep even faster. Just saying.
Yeah, I was
But
just like,
I understand because it's kind of a slow
Gotta have
burn.
apples with peanut
Yeah.
butter.
but not that it's
yeah.
ugly or not that it's not pleasing to actually watch. Because like what I said, I tried um reading other books aside from Harry Potter, but it's just the spark is not there. So
Right. I think it also makes sense because like something like Harry Potter is easy to read and easy to interpret than say Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings is like very into its own world building.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a bonus, sometimes that's a detraction for people. And I can understand that because sometimes Tolkien gets a little bit overboard with the world building in Lord of the Rings, but at least it gives it a sense of richness. But that could also turn people off because that's an investment in a world that they might not able to have time to invest in,
Yeah.
But there's a reason why Lord of the Rings has been iconic as long as it has been,
Uh-huh.
because of Tolkien's not only like the thing is another thing that that also helped with Jackson's that adaptation is that he actually made it adapted to make it appropriate for the modern audience. Because if he adapted exactly what like the book, people would not like Lord of the Rings. I'm just saying because it was written at a different time with a different sentiment, a different type of like perspective, and also a different type of pacing. That's also another factor in all of that. There's also less character-driven elements in Lord of the Rings than there was than in the Jackson films, which would help elevate it a bit more for people. Like there's some things in the Lord of the Rings movies that I think was moved thanks to the way of how the adaptations work, and that's kind of one of the biggest things of why either adaptations succeed or fail.
I have like a different. Yeah, this is a different one. I'm using a Samsung. I'm gonna get the charger.
Why is this thing causing T-pose? Oh, I'm just installing a Skyrim mod, so don't mind me. Swim idol not found? I'm trying to think, what would make it swim idle? Going to tell you this though, like if you end up like installing like what do you call it, Skyrim stuff, try to like the thing is I found out that Skyrim is less of a game and more of like something that you kind of build around, as I've noticed with a lot of people. Like Skyrim was like very bare bones as a game in term, or if you compare it to like its predecessors. But I do fully appreciate that it's actually easy to work with when you're adding your own content into it. In fact, some people are actually doing a remake of like the previous games in the Skyrim engine. Interesting enough,
Gotta
it's
love
been
the
working for
remakes.
years on it. Well, it's not even done by Bethesda. It's done by the fans. That's the crazy part about it.
Dude,
They're
yeah.
not getting.
Fans be wilding whenever they do shit like that.
Skyrim's community is crazy. Like they actually even introduced like things that did not even exist in the Skyrim engine. Like they did things that.
You remember Lynn when she told me that we used to voice in like a project together and it was actually like a Skyrim something like that, Skyrim mod or whatever.
It was Skeever. It was
yeah,
a Skeever. Mod,
yeah. I still remember doing lines for him. I just wasn't aware that Lynn was there. Either that, I just completely forgot.
Yeah, Lynn told me all about that, actually.
I was like, how the fuck did she remember me?
Yeah, just for anyone's reference, she's also another VA in my project as well, alongside Nico. They worked together before. He also plays the Oni character, if you end up finding out about that. Yeah, actually, I'm actually installing a game that's kind of related to Skeever called There Is No Umbra, which is a mod that came out, actually over time. They actually made the 3rd chapter for it. I believe Skeever's in it. I mean, the character Skeever, in this case. But he did tell you about that situation, right? Regarding that mod.
I don't remember too much. I just remember that I participated in the mod.
Okay. I think that's probably the best. I think that's all that could be said about it. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it is. It's Project Gnosis. He's in the chat right now. Rose is asking, is that Matt as in Project? Yeah.
Yeah. This guy that is known as Matt is here, speaking in Matt stuff. You know what I mean?
He's doing Matt things right now.
That's literally what actually Faye says about something to Riz. Like it's I'm doing
you have to get more level
things.
You know, it's a good thing that you didn't name him Riz in 2 Z's because that's a meme right now. The Riz.
Yeah, because
oh, that I know, but Yo actually makes that joke anyway.
I know, but god damn it.
Let's see if I can. And I don't even use this. I need the controller. But we'll see.
Yeah, I actually thought that it was. I don't think I have even like seen a lot of characters like Yo, to be honest, out there.
I'm
like
actually grateful that you made a character like her. Oh my god, she's fucking hot.
I'll stand guard.
Well, she's also a goof. That's
what I like in my women.
She's like super strong, but a goof. You know what I mean?
Elite.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out?
Bro, I'm so hyped up to actually get that season out. You know, once everything comes up there.
You'd be like, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
It's all coming together. I'm pretty sure people will pay attention when we get the season out in full. Because I already am actually compiling sounds and all that type of stuff in preparation for the actual project.
There's like so much to do in Star Rail. I just haven't really been doing like any extra shit, so I might do some streaming on this one for a little bit, or you know, just bounce back from here and then Genshin and all that in terms of streaming. But like when I'm on my own, I just do whatever the fuck I want.
Oh yeah, Rose says Yelin's your kind of woman, right?
Yelin is just what you want in a woman, right? Yep. Like if she's gonna gamble, she's better gamble on her bank, not on my bank. That's all I ask. And she can never depend on me when it comes to eating spicy food with her. Just no.
What, she doesn't do spicy?
No, Yelan is all about spicy.
Oh, okay. You know, ways more than ways than one, I guess.
No, she fucking eats like chili. Like literally food. She's basically like Shaq, if anything.
I actually put a joke in the 3rd season because I'm actually writing that script also as well. that apparently Riz actually had to hide the gasoline from Yo because she was using that for her cocktails.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You'll find out when you check out the script on that.
Yep.
Like literally, who drinks alcohol with gasoline? You know what I mean?
Dude, I remember that GTA scene where Trevor was sniffing gasoline, and then the Mexican wife just slaps him and says, "Gasolina? No." Patricia Madrazo. There we go.
Yeah, like basically because Yo actually says that she's drinking like alcohol with embalming fluid, battery acid, and that she has a thing for having her throat tickled by all that crazy stuff, you know. Then again, she's an Oni, so I think she'll be able to handle it. But she admits it wrecks her insides a lot, so.
Watch this awesome move.
But yeah, Riz intentionally hides the gasoline so she just doesn't use.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're okay.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, no,
really
sorry.
excited for the third season, really. You know, that I'm working on. But I'm probably doing some rewrites on it just so it gets a tighter read. You know.
Yep.
Because the next season is going to take place in the Middle East, particularly around Egypt and all that type of stuff. So how's the Star Rail game going, by the way?
It's pretty fun. There's like a lot of stuff to do.
Right now, yeah, let me say. I hope it's not gonna get that draggy at some point, because, you know, like right now, I mean, judging from, you know, since I started playing Genshin, compared to Genshin, you know, there's just like a lot of difference. But when it comes to the activities, when you're doing the game, probably since we just started, I mean, I just started, you know, it's just kind of, I got hooked up, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah.
I'm actually surprised that turn-based RPGs are still going at it, but you know that medium won't die at all.
Turn-based games? No, never dies.
Yeah, it won't die. I mean, I have to admit,
it won't.
those are the classics, you know.
Mm-hmm. Like, tell that to Persona. They kept that shit going on for ages.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, that's the same company with the Shin Megami Tensei. Actually, they should. I was wondering if they would do a remake of Shin Megami Tensei. That'd be crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, turn-based are not my thing, but I can respect the appeal for it. Though I have enjoyed some turn-based games in the past.
You know, I mean, I grew up playing Final Fantasy, so kind of like used to it too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, have you have any opinions on the 14, the MMO?
I think I was able to play that when it first came out, but I didn't really, you know, went for it.
I heard the pacing on that game was very glacial in terms of like going through the story or going through the levels and all that type of stuff. Which is why I tried getting to Final Fantasy a couple times, but I couldn't really get into it because it was just so slow for me.
Yeah.
Like, because I play Guild Wars 2 and it's much faster in all different ways. And also one of the things that is also catch-all term is that it jumps properly. Like, we actually have jumping puzzles in our games. So.
Grandma has a bag of pistachios covered in chili powder and it's so good. Oh, really?
Oh, wow. I actually know some cashews that I had from a friend of mine that were suya spice, which is a Nigerian thing. Oh yeah, Nigerians are also known for their spice, by the way. If you guys know that. Bruh, like, yeah, like I remember I was actually struggling to eat one of their meals, interesting enough. And then another time when I was eating one of their meals, I had indigestion the next day. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why? It's because it's so spicy.
It's because of the way that the food is prepared, I guess, or basically because the ingredients are very, very intensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my friend who's Nigerian, he told me that it's the reason why the Nigerians don't really offer their food to Americans is because they know they can't really handle it.
Oh, okay.
And
Listen,
I'm
Because like
probably one of the
sometimes
spicy.
it has something to
Hold
do
on.
with the spices as well that they put in the food. So if
Oh.
you're really not used to it, it's really not. Even
It's
if
not
it's
even
properly cooked or whatever.
it's not even just the spice. It's also just like everything else that they prepare for it, you know.
Mhm.
Because they don't usually use the normal ingredients that most Americans use. Like for example, their staple's yam, and they usually make fufu with it, which is like a dough that's actually instead of made of like doughy from the wheat or from grains, it's actually made from yam instead of potato and all that type of stuff. And you usually like dip it into like some kind of soup that's made of melon seeds, like a goosey, for example. Um, that's usually how you kind of eat those type of foods. But they also have like a lot of different like things like suya, and which is like a type of brisket that's really spicy. I remember I tried one of their hottest stuff, kalishi, which is a jerky that's extremely spicy. I had to drink 2 water balls right after I
Oh
ate
shit,
a jerky.
too.
Shit.
Most of the time, Americans will have to drink 3 or 4 in those types of things, or just drink a bottle of milk.
Rose
But I
here
didn't
saying
have
that
enough.
she's been eating spicy food since she was 4.
Yeah,
Lucky.
she's right about building your tolerance. Actually, I build more tolerance than my parents. They would not survive eating this type of food that I was eating with the Nigerians. Actually, they can't even eat normal spice. They can't even basic American spicy food. Actually, because they had my first of all, my stepdad's a super taster, and apparently super tasters are a thing in the world. Basically, their taste buds are extremely sensitive to that. That's why he only eats bland American food. So, yeah, like meatloaf, or spaghetti, or
Let's take it in
bagel,
turns.
or
You
pancakes,
rest. I'll stand guard.
or like he doesn't even eat the crust of pizza. He just eats the pizza itself.
It went from hot Cheetos at 4 to eating jalapenos at 25.
That makes sense. I mean, jalapenos are not that bad. Oh, maybe it depends on the subspecies of peppers, I guess. Does Rose eat habaneros as well?
Do you, Rose? Do you
I'm
eat
pretty sure.
habaneros?
I'm pretty sure she does. Probably you just wanna. Who knows? Who knows? She'll probably say yes, or say no. You say all in the above. You probably even missed the question. I have once. It was spicy but good. That's what she says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she has eaten habaneros. I know Cameroonian peppers are actually what most of the Nigerians use for their spices. So it'd be interesting to know how Rose would taste a Cameroonian pepper compared to a habanero. Oh, shrimp tacos. You know, I never could really get into shrimp, to be honest. Like, it's chewy, but not in the way that I appreciate.
Really?
Yeah. I do remember that one of the Filipino cuisines I saw was, what I really like was some kind of salty, crispy fish that you can just if you just bite it, that it just it's almost like a cracker, but it's actually fish. But it's like
Is it
cooked
like
to.
Is it
tuyo?
like a thin fish?
Is it like
It's thin.
thin fish?
Yeah, it's thin. Yeah, you probably know what
Oh,
I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I probably
It was also a bit
the fish
salty.
that
Yes. It is
we
probably
called
tuyo.
it.
That was good.
Or
After that's fish
Probably
I could
it's
eat.
daing, I think.
daing. No,
It
daing
could
is
be.
more of like a fish that they kind of cut into, in the middle and kind of like just spread it like a butterfly or whatever.
I don't know, but I know that I liked tasting it back when I was younger.
Is it like a small fish, a thin
Yes,
small fish? Yeah, it's
yes.
probably tuyo or danggit.
Danggit. Okay.
That's
Danggit.
probably it.
Oh, okay. I probably had appreciation for Danggit. Danggit.
It's like dang it, but it's danggit.
Oh yeah, that's what Americans would probably say because
Yo, that's probably how they're gonna say it.
the thing about what I think maybe it's something that I'm not sure how many foreigners know about this. With Americans, especially when they speak English, especially ones that are native speakers, and especially if they're white people, they tend to speak slow. If you guys notice.
You want to know what I appreciate about Star Rail?
What?
Is that like the playable characters that you play in the game, they still have their own like respective roles whenever you go around like the spaceship or that area down there, and they're still there, and you don't, and like even if like you switch as them, there's like two of them, but regardless, you still get to like chat with them and everything whenever you want.
That kind of reminds me of the ship, like when you're in the ship in Mass Effect. It's kind of like that for me when you talk about it. Yeah, oh man, Mass Effect gives me some memories right there. I was really into that game. So, I assume other than Nico and I, the rest of you are based in the Philippines proper?
I'm not. I'm over
Oh,
Las Vegas.
oh, Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Wow, usually very hot there, isn't it?
it is. Right now,
Let's take it in
well,
turns. You rest.
I don't know. I really haven't checked, but
Wanna spar?
Yes, Sin City.
right now it's 72. But you know, it's nighttime.
Right, right. Of course, of course. I've been to Las Vegas about once or twice, you know. I think it was twice actually. Mostly they're not necessarily for the gambling, but mostly for the Cirque du Soleil stuff that happens over there.
Go.
Okay. Because you know, like I was the reason why I kind of giggled about it is there are kind of people like, oh, I want to visit Vegas just because. Of course, you really have to like highlight it. Like this is where a lot of people gamble. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, for me it's actually for their Cirque du Soleil
Oh yeah.
performances. Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't been to one.
Oh, you
Probably
haven't?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
there's just like a lot of friends and even my cousin. When I first got here way back 2015, they were just like telling me like, "Oh, we have to watch this. We have to go here." But I was like, "I don't know. I really don't feel like doing it."
I mean, then again, their performances are kind of pricey. Like
Yeah, that's another thing.
yeah, like because again, these takes place in the Bellagio and all these other big ass casino hotels and all that type of stuff. I think my favorite hotel there was the Venetian actually, even if I didn't
Oh,
stay in there.
that's nice. Well, I normally go to Venetian just to roam around and just
Come
if I
around.
feel
Yeah,
like bored and shit.
I still have a picture of me in the gondola with my folks actually.
Mm.
Still, so I
I
do
just went there
remember
the
it
last
all.
time.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why was I there for? I think Las Vegas to just have fun. I don't even remember if it was for something specific really. Well, just to let you know, I'm actually based in Texas. So,
Oh,
thing about it is that while I know you guys are very hot there with your temperature, it's very humid here, and it sucks to be honest. Like
that
you
is something
like
that probably I kind of miss. Not miss like I'm dying for it, but like because here in Vegas, like the heat is something
it's dry.
that yes they're because like sometimes I goof around like it's hot, I don't like it here, and I we're basing the temperature in the Philippines like in Celsius, not in Fahrenheit, is what we do here. So I keep on telling them like 30 degrees is kind of hot for me now. I was like, what are you talking about? Like 35, 40, it can even go up until 50 over the Philippines. So you know
Right, right. I mean, to be fair,
yes baby, you
yeah,
good.
I mean, Texan weather, or not Texan weather, but Houston weather, which is where I'm
Hmm.
based. That's it actually is almost comparable to the Philippines if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
because we can actually get into the 90s or the hundreds while also being humid, and that's like
Yeah,
that's
that's
fucking
that's effed
crazy.
up, bro.
Yeah,
I
and
was
we
just
also
like telling them like I think it's better to actually, just for me, not because I've been in the Philippines for like 30 years of my life, I would rather feel that humidity while it's hot compared to just being exposed to the summer weather that you're not even gonna sweat if you're not gonna walk around or shit like that. It's
Right.
hot that if I need to compare it, like the it's like a magnifying glass type of um experience. So I don't know. Just for me, I would rather experience the humid with the hotness, but I'm not a fan of summer. So
I mean, I don't think anybody's a fan of summer when it gets too hot. To be honest,
Yeah,
really,
that
that's gonna
shit
be my least
sucks all the
favorite.
time. It's like you want things to be a bit cold, and then it becomes very very cold. I'm like, okay, I kind of want things to be hot, and then it becomes very very hot. I'm like, God damn it, I can't really.
I know.
Honestly, my favorite season is actually autumn. Actually, it
Oh
used to be
yeah.
winter, but now it's autumn.
I don't know. Like if anything, I'm still gonna go for winter in Nevada. Because
Yeah,
like it's just because like if I may say like winter somewhere else, I might regret it. But
oh yeah, you
here
will
in
regret it, especially in
Nevada,
New York.
it's fun at some point because you can really put yourself in a situation that you're not gonna like it or you're gonna love it.
Let's take
Especially
our
if you
turns.
got
You
exposed to
rest.
how
I'll
hot
stand
summer
guard.
can be here. You would rather be in the winter season that you can seriously just put in some, you know, three clothes and a jacket or whatever if you're really not a fan of it, compared to you already took everything out and you're still not satisfied because it's just fucking hot. I don't know. It's just for me.
I don't know. I know some people like to be hot than they like to be cold. Like for example, the reason why my parents and I left like New Jersey was because it was going to get really cold. The
Oh
climate was
yeah.
getting worse every year. Like we're getting record-breaking snowstorms going up there. That's why we originally we wanted to go to Florida, but it was too
Mhm.
expensive, and it's Florida, which is a whole different can of worms. So we chose Texas instead because apparently mom's friends are actually based there. A fair amount of the Filipino community is based around the Houston area. So yeah,
You came at a good time. There is
Like I
something you
really
can help
haven't
me
been
with.
to other states aside from
According
you
to
know
my patient records,
LA. I mean
you
Cali,
haven't come for
because
their
that's
follow-up
where my brother
visits.
is at. But
It happens
uh,
was
from
able
time
to
to
visit
time.
like
Never as
Utah. I was able to
regularly as
visit like
this. I'm a bit concerned.
Arizona, like those
Have
near
you heard of the
states, but
Complex
just to
Wellness
visit, just to roam
Mutual Aid
around and shit like
Society?
that. But to actually stay there for a good amount of time to actually experience how it
Yeah,
is to live
and
there, I
mutual aid
wasn't really able
societies
to
like
do
these
that.
allow patients to share their
makes
experiences
sense.
and
Makes
support
sense.
each other. It's a way of
Green apples
countering
with
all the
peanut
negative
butter.
emotional effects of being
Huh?
ill.
Wait, what?
But there
Rose
might
is
be
What?
having
more to
green
this
apples with peanut
society
butter.
than that.
How does that
I've
work?
got a few
Huh?
patients who have started
Sorry.
using supplements from joining the society.
One of my what
It
what
certainly
are the
makes
people
you
in my
wonder.
stream chat is having green apples with
The
peanut
most
butter?
suspicious part is that no matter how much I
Peanut
ask,
butter jelly
no
time.
one's ever willing
You
to
remember that
Peanut
song?
butter jelly time, peanut butter
And
jelly
that's
time.
where you might be able to help.
Yeah, that was a thing that we had. I can't believe how long ago was that song? Was that like the
It
early
sounds
2000s?
dangerous, but what I want you to do is actually
What?
very simple.
Oh, you're leaving now?
Investigate this so-called
9:26. Oh
mutual
yeah, you
aid
have to
society and find out
say
what
bye bye
exactly
to
they're up to.
everybody. Bye. Maybe.
If I find out they're preventing
I
me
I'll
from
see you
literally
doing my
tomorrow.
job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients,
Uh,
I won't just sit on the sidelines.
one called one.
Can I
Yeah.
entrust you with this
Open the
task?
door. How many? Two. You have more? It's not cold, but yeah. Hindi, ito kasi ginagamit ko pang tubig. Pang kape. Bye, good night. Ang saya na naman
This
ng kuryente
little
natin.
clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here
Bye.
to help me out,
Good night,
I wouldn't
Bash.
be able to focus
Bye.
on giving them quality care. Good luck. I'll be sure to thank you properly when you're back.
Sorry, where were we?
I have no idea.
Oh my, you guys never had had this snack. I never had green apples with PB&J, just regular apples with peanut butter. I mean, just peanut butter.
No, me too. I was sorry. I was just like, I just went to your chat. Nix. I just saw it. Like, you guys never had this snack? Not me.
I never had this snack. I never usually eat green apples with peanut. I don't usually eat peanut butter with anything. Period.
I'm
To be
trying to
honest.
not binge food anymore because that actually ruins like my system. Like I said, I'm still trying to get over the whole fatty liver disease. So like, I mean,
Oh,
I'm still eating everything, but just like not as binging everything, just taking little by little, but also eating more healthier stuff. And if I were to take a snack, I would take like berries and cucumbers.
that's fair. I mean, being healthy helps. I mean, I actually had a blood test. Well, I'm still waiting on the results, but I'm wondering how mine is going.
I'm one of those assholes that usually have high blood pressure, so I'm trying to make sure I do stay at least healthier and healthier each time as I get used to it.
Follow-up visit
An
was just a
admirable
waste of
feat.
time and money. Not to mention medicine.
What's this?
What else is there to say?
No, I will not
Natasha
disable
was seeing
that.
me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm proud.
Oh, there, finally. That's where the thing is there.
Oh, okay.
You think I need you?
Here's Nika's channel. He's also streaming right now, guys. Just pay a visit and also click on the follow button if you haven't done so.
Hey, Lucifer! Sup, bro? Thanks for the follow. I know you're in this chat. I just have a habit of like just saying thank you every time that happens.
I actually make friends with the most interesting people. I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking about, like, the people I associate with. And I realized that I associate with a lot of different type of people out there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, some people that are not usually, like, fitting to my personality or my values, yet I can still work, I still can jive with them, you know what I mean?
I heard he was a top
It's kind of
student from the
interesting
overall medical
because,
academy.
like, I know someone that's,
Bob's main
say,
hospital.
schizophrenic. He's actually my cousin,
I have no
actually.
idea what gets set up down here.
And we talk regularly.
Kind heart.
I mean, he has his own viewpoints, which I don't necessarily agree with, but he definitely someone that we can talk cordially
What do you
with.
mean?
I know
Dr.
some
Vash
people
was a
that are
people's
from like a
doctor.
rough background
He handed out
that are
papers.
creatives
He
that,
even followed up with detailed
I
questions
mean,
on how he felt.
like they've made their mistakes,
The
but
underworld is
also
always
they
short of
they
medical
also made their
resources.
accomplishments. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going around vague about it, but I also like the fact that I can also link people together sometimes. That's also pretty good. Like
You think I don't
like
want
Unica
to?
with the organization
I
and the
heard that
people that we know.
passed away.
It's always a great thing when people come together.
I should keep
Of
my
course.
voice down.
Opportunities arise
Don't
and
go
all
telling
that type of
anyone else
stuff.
about
You
this
know.
next bit.
What's up, Tanner? Welcome back from the shower.
I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she...
Yeah, like it's really nice to because a lot of the times that you'll never know who you meet. Like if you stick around long enough for like certain genres or whatever, you'll never know until you actually meet
I'll do
people.
her a favor.
Yeah.
I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up.
And Star Real's pretty good. Like I play it on my phone like almost on the daily, so I'm starting to get that religious
Avoiding a
moment in
follow-up
this
visit
game.
and money
Just not
issues.
always.
Right.
I should find another patient to talk to.
Oh yeah, you know one thing I'm actually proud about in one of my VO journeys is that I get to work work with like VAs, especially like the one for Sela in Star Rail. It was for like Final Fantasy 13-2 in a nutshell, and then the guy who owns the series actually made all the animations himself. He has his own like Raptu model and everything, and then he turns the characters into those models, and so and so and so, and I get to work with these people, which is nice.
Not for youngsters
Wait,
like
what were we
yourself.
talking about now?
When you get to my
Oh,
time
okay.
of
So
life,
what I
good health
let me
deserves
get
a bit
closer.
of a
So
rest from the brain.
One of the VAs in this game, I actually got to indirectly work with her in one of the videos for rap tunes.
Oh, okay. That's what
It's
you mean.
nice.
Yeah.
My husband had the same illness as me, but he
Okay,
never touched
that's
the
what you mean.
medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough.
Because I was kind of confused earlier, but yeah.
No, it's all good.
He said he needed to take care of some things at the mine. He never came back. He was forever
Where's all the
saying he
veins
wanted to go before I did. Ah, selfish old fool. I miss him. Now that he's gone, who cares how long I stick around?
Sorry, I'm just like way too focused on what I'm doing right now.
Wrong, I suppose. That girl
It's all
certainly
good.
spares me
It's
no
all good.
effort. But
Just kind of
always
looking at
feel
some
like
mod
I'm a
installation
burden to
stuff. Because I actually thinking about doing a Skyrim
Okay,
playthrough
you
again.
win. It's
The thing is,
on
I
for
spend more
another
time
follow-up
modding
visit
than I
with
actually
Dr.
play.
Natasha, I
Honestly
suppose.
enough, that's the
Did you want to
that's
say
the
something
twisted irony
else?
of it, really.
My ears are terrible.
Muscle.
No. Oh shit.
Virtual
He
who?
died.
Where have you been?
Shit. No. Ah, fuck.
Nico, that place reminds me a bit of Mondstadt. Oh, Mondstadt at night.
All right, I heard you.
Yeah. Also, I'm just like listening to something really quick, so I'm gonna be like AFK for a minute.
Or as I like to call it, AFK.
Yes, AFK.
Avoiding a follow-up visit because of her husband.
Was it just the 4 of us now? Oh yeah, it's the 4 of us. Then again, the others didn't really talk, did they?
Yeah, because it's like lunchtime in the Philippines as well, so it's 12:30.
Oh, that makes sense.
Probably why.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm dead. This is stuff.
Sorry about that. I was like listening to some stuff. Tanner, the thing I was listening to, check the BAGGAGE chat. Just saying, putting it out there. That's what I was listening to.
Patient to talk to.
It's a little vent chat that me and my friends use.
Why haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over? Who else would care about people like me? I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people.
We got raided. We got raided.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Who?
me? Oh. Yo, Darren, how's it going? Yeah, there's a lot. That's 15. Thank you, Darren. How is it going? Thank you so much for reading. And shout out to Billy as well. Circa Play Switch. Sass King. Kylie, no, hi again. Thank you. To everybody who joined the raid, thank you again. Appreciate it. If anything that you guys are not familiar with me, I'm Raindrops, Filipino streamer who's residing in Las Vegas. So, whoa. Thank you again for the follow. Ano pong iyong
Miners like me
teka.
don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something
Sorry.
and get right back to work, I may as
Yes,
well
that's my
lie down
wallpaper
and
on my
803.
computer.
Did you know Dr. Vash?
803.
His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to be willing to take a little risk.
Search. Alright, there you go. Goodness, you have Bronya? Oof. No problem. Actually, that's Lucifer who did that. So guys, don't forget to also check on Darren, Chandarin Gaming. Also one of our good friend right here in Twitch. And again, one of those people that I also look up to with how he grinds with, you know, his achievements. Yeah, he worked hard for it. So, saludo. Again, I will not get tired of telling everybody how lucky I am that I was able to get associated with you. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for your support. Thank you for just being there with, everybody.
Smarter than you look.
Yeah, that's always good to like the people in the community, like whether they raid you or they support you and everything.
Yeah,
and the community
agreed.
that Matt brought me in, it's like, oh my god, like these are like people that want to bust their ass off and they're willing to be open with people who really want to be in with things, right?
Yeah. And like what I said, like when we started over the Blue platform, just you can get associated with the people that kind of follows you, but when we moved over to Twitch and the people that were kind of like affiliated over to Facebook gaming is already here. They were there when we started, so that is something that as getting all those raids, getting follows from another community and stuff like that. That is something that again I'm I wanted to somewhat show the community as well that our community is not that big, but the fact that you see a lot of people that is willing to really support, that is willing to somewhat expend their time watching you stream, although it's more of like a repetitive thing. That is something that I always tell people. Monetary thing is a bonus, but the fact that you have a lot of people visiting your stream, watching you stream, following you, helping you out, and all those little things, that alone for me is seriously what I gained and what I'm gonna be, really thankful for in the long run. So yeah, I was just like proud because I was able to know these people and just have fun with them. If the community needs support, we are there. We're always there.
Yep.
Yep.
So the Mutual Aid Society found my.
The one thing I appreciate about Anyaka whenever she streams,
now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to
whoever
patients.
raids her, she always shouts them out.
Any organization doing something like this is interested
That's
in
good.
more than just.
That's how I got like the motivation to keep on streaming more, is because like I want to give some people support even though I don't have like that much, and then there was like, oh yeah, here, got your back, pretty much it.
surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine. What Vash left behind is nothing more than
I
reagents.
didn't notice the time's 9:42 already.
The word
Really?
medicine
Yeah, that's
doesn't
fine.
apply
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their
It's
heads
already
in the sand all
9:42
along.
p.m. in the
Wonder they kept
Vegas.
the mutual aid
Time check is brought to you by.
societies.
No,
This is 9:42 where I'm at too. I'm in
Those
California.
patients weren't exactly singing my
And it's
praises.
11:43 where I'm at.
Thank you for having faith in me.
And it's 12:43
If you're curious
here in the
about
Philippines.
Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the
Lunchtime.
clinic.
Yeah, it's
See what
lunchtime,
they have
and
to say about the effects.
you guys have already eaten your dinner, breakfast, or whatever?
I
Dinner.
already ate my McDonald's. Don't worry. It was a last minute thing. Don't worry about
Bro,
it.
where else can you go?
Where else can you go?
Like closed, but McDonald's is not.
Oh yes.
Yo, it's funny.
never
I
had-
recently re-got my. I recently like discovered my McDonald's gift card that I've yet to use. I'm like, I told my mom like at some point like, oh, I'm gonna get myself a quarter pounder or some shit.
What mattered was
Fun fact: I never had. I didn't have McDonald's for like a couple
willing
months.
lab
Just like
rats.
until recently.
Of course.
Are you
I can
serious?
control what
Yeah.
anyone
Good
else
for you.
thinks.
This was like a
That's how I
one-time
see it.
thing because it was kind
Good
of
for
like
you.
in the moment type of thing.
They were like asking who's talking.
I haven't
One
had
of-
McDonald's
one
since
of-
college, and you haven't had McDonald's since 2020. Honestly,
Who,
good
me?
for you, dude. Because that shit is fucking like
Vash left behind.
Yeah, it
unhealthy
is.
as frick.
Yeah.
That stuff.
It is.
Can you even call
That's
it
why I try to
medicine?
avoid it when possible.
Yeah.
I
The only
know
time I
that
get
can
McDonald's
touch
is
you,
if
but I
it
have
like
to tell it like it
I'm
is.
either like craving
Vash
something
had zero
very
medical
deadly
credit.
specific,
Didn't
like either
deserve
the
the
fries
title
or the
doctor.
nuggets. That's like literally the only things I can
Maybe
I
had to keep it
That's
particularly
actually
get.
what I had.
Use it to help.
That's
Thanks.
what
That
I
was
had.
about to. That's what I was about to say. Like there are just days wherein like you know randomly you know 2 a.m. Normally that happens to me. Like every time it's 2 a.m. Like bro, I want to get like fucking McDonald's fries.
Like honestly, like nowadays though, whenever I want those particular stuff, unless if like I particularly want like the McDonald's like brand fucking nuggets, I usually cook like the fries or the burgers myself at home because I know how to cook that shit.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Like I could just look up Joshua Wiseman's like nuggets or whatever, and I could just cook that shit. But I don't have. The only thing that I never got into is MSG. I never use MSG on any of my foods because I never heard of it until he mentioned it. So yeah, if I wanted like something particular, like McDonald's particular, then yeah, that's like the only time. And also, thank you, Chet. Oh, Darren's over here too. Hey, how's it going, bro? Is it Chen Darren Gaming? Is that the same guy that that rated you, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the same guy.
Yo, Julian, it's like literally like every time I'm streaming, it's like it's getting better and better. This is honestly pretty nice, bro.
That's to be a price shot. I
I
did.
still haven't worked out how to
I don't know why I say it like that, but
convey
sure.
it to you.
Oh, Darren
The
has a
issues
Bronya
surrounding
and
Vash.
Sela.
Oh, let me follow you
I
too,
know.
actually. Hold
My
up.
relationship with him. The things he's done in the
Why?
underworld. It's a long story.
Holy shit, you have
Freaking lot.
I'm guessing you've heard a
1,000
lot of different
followers.
opinions on Vash.
Anyways, thanks for the follow.
What do you make of him?
Gonna follow you. Bam.
Follow you to the ends of the earth.
You also play Star Rail.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. If you ever play
Yes, he
Genshin, I'd be
does.
down to like collab with you or like do some co-op stuff. I'd be down to co-op with like a lot of people in like.
Darren is part of the Asia server.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah,
Hey!
they were like those. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why when I started, I was telling them like, you know, I always feel like out
I
of
want you
place.
to go and visit Vash.
Everybody there,
Done
because
at the work.
you know, like over
I
over
want you to
Facebook,
see
like
the real
all the
consequences of
we call them like the
abusing
OG Genshin
We've
streamers.
understood her
Oh,
They
really?
normally like do
Come back and tell me what
events
you think.
that would like
After that,
sometimes
I
form
want
like
you to see help again.
3-man team, and then we're gonna do this farm route, and then we're just gonna do all this type of events. I'm just like always in the sideline because I can't even use any. I can't use my account.
Really?
I'm over NA server, and all I do is just like watch them. Like, fuck. But there are just like friends that, hey, if you want to join the event, I can let you use this account and all those things. I was able to join, but not all the time. But Darren is not playing Genshin anymore, or sometimes he does, if I'm not mistaken. And he does I think Star Rail right now, and just variety of games.
Is my Genshin funder? Nice.
Where's my husband? And
You know, like,
where's my child?
my mouth is kind of hurting ever since yesterday. So, not like I have a sore throat, but like literally my tongue's been hurting. So, at some point, if the Shogun comes back as a pull, I'm gonna see one her just to be like, you know what, and because you shouted me out and followed me back, I decided to see one the Shogun, and hopefully some point I see six her. That's my way of showing appreciation.
Then where?
I'm the manager. Soon he will fund my Star Rail. Oh my freaking god.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. What's the relationship between you two? Do you plan to R5 her signature weapon? You mean like pull like 5 of her weapon? He's my manager? Oh, okay. JK. What do you mean with like R5 her signature weapon? Like rank 5 it? That's gonna take a lot of money, and I'm like refunding five times. Probably not, because weapons aren't weapons like a lot harder to get, and I'd prefer to get characters, to be honest. Like when it comes to weapons, I'm just lucky that I got the Shogun weapon.
Come over here.
Fair. I don't pull for weapons either, right? Just only 10 more minutes. What do you mean 10 more minutes?
Let me explain.
I wish I was able to tell that myself.
Poor lady.
When I started playing Genshin, I was like, yeah, spend. But that was the time that, the COVID kind of kicked in, so I really don't have like an option to go out, have fun and go to the bar or pub or something. So I use my hanging out money for whaling. But those good old days.
Those the good old days.
Good old days.
Try and rid themselves of the ailment once
We don't do shit like that anymore.
But some kind of wonder medicine. Who would have thought their condition would deteriorate so rapidly after they began using it? The two began to suffer terribly, such that death became a blessing. It wasn't long before they departed this world.
Hey Raph, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the raid.
From that moment on, she became as you see her now.
Is anyone an Elder Scrolls fan by any chance?
Huh?
An Elder Scrolls fan.
Probably Darren knows the game.
Like Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, all that type of stuff.
Darren.
Yeah.
And yet, what more could have been done?
Yeah, I'm on the road to affiliate. Thanks,
What
Bolt.
game? What was that again?
They chose to roll.
What game are you asking earlier?
Skyrim, or like the more of the Elder Scrolls series, really.
Elder Scrolls.
My husband and I are in.
Yeah, like my thing is that because I've had Twitch for like ages, but it got to the point where like I haven't played for so long that like 50 or plus people are literally like those accounts are either like dead or they just don't go on Twitch anymore. So I'm pretty much kind of like starting with like, my friends are pretty much my way of like getting to where I am, and I really appreciate
Yeah, Darren said he's just familiar with the game, but he hasn't played it.
Oh, hey, thanks for the follow on Twitter. Hold on, let me follow you back really quick.
Yeah, he is.
Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to understand the wonder medicine all too well.
It's crazy how time flies. I started streaming 2 years ago with Persona 5 Royal. Good times when I played blind. Oh my god, yes.
Full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you a story. There was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skill. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immunity. His research met with obstruction
I know,
time
bro.
and time again.
Like, as soon as I saw that pig, I was like, oh shit. But yeah, good old days. Now, like, every time I see him, I want to kill him now.
Huge risk, and nobody in the overworld
problem?
was willing to submit themselves to such experiments. As such, the doctor got in touch with his
And then I
sister,
progressed with
the
more
Netherlands,
visual novels and Danganronpa, and it was a good practice for
claiming
voice
that he
acting.
wanted
Oh,
to support
Julian,
the medical effort below
how do you feel about the Kingdom Hearts 2 video that I finally released? I don't know if you told me like your thoughts on that yet, since I finally got the Aqua lines and I finally was able to put everything in and finally get that thing finished.
Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the
I didn't get to
standard
watch the
she
whole thing because I was with my
strived to
family.
attain.
Okay, fair enough.
She brought her brother underground, and
Would you wanna watch it like later on, like be in like a DM call or something like late tonight or whatever?
issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plan.
Not yet. That's level 41. This is suicide, but...
Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate, and sometimes die. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk.
Yo, Connery! Oh my god, I'm getting raided by Connery! Hey! Thanks for the raid! Holy crap! We're getting raids today!
Yeah.
Let's see you, Darren.
Yesterday,
Thanks for stopping by.
Yesterday, Nick, when Kami told us about you, I was still streaming because I think I did like 12-hour stream yesterday.
You did 12.
Like,
what were you playing?
HSR.
Okay. Also, kicks the door open.
We're about to like raid you, but then he was like, "Oh, he just ended his stream." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Not sure on what time do you usually start and ends, but
yeah, no, like I'm usually like pretty busy in the day. I've been wanting to like hopefully stream like a good amount of hours again, like earlier in a day at some point, but usually I'm usually like nights for some reason, but hopefully at some point I will be able to make time to like play more in the evenings. It's just like either some days I work or do voice stuff, or I spend with my family, run errands, and all that stuff. So it's like it's literally like the one time I'm like, okay, I could just stream for like a good couple hours, 3 or so hours. But luckily I was yeah. Anyways, eggs. No, not the door. Your lamp. You get both eggs. He's multitasking. Yeah, no. Just multiple things, right? Yo, Cornery, we should do some like voiceover stuff at some point. Like, are you ever down to like participate in like anime dubbing practices at some point, even though it's probably not going to be posted in the public or something? Because I've been doing that with like other people before too. So if you're ever down with that, I might have like an idea or two to have you on board. Only if you want. Nico, I almost did a Sofer shout out, but you haven't set up the command yet. I know. I need to make time for those, and whenever it's like late at night, I either get burned out or tired for the day.
Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the
Something that I can beat. No,
but it's
probably
up to
not.
us
I
to
don't know.
remove this false hope. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take responsibility.
No, ever since I started
Don't
working,
worry
I
about
cannot. I can't be a night owl
that.
anymore.
I'll be waiting for the good news.
Fair. After a long day, you don't have enough energy to tweak your Twitch channel. Yeah. Sorry about that. But anywho, for any of Konari's like peeps or whatever, if you ever like Genshin, Star Rail, Yakuza, Persona, or any other games, or Final Fantasy, yeah, like feel free to hit me up with a follow and see, hopefully you enjoy any of the stuff I provide and all that stuff. Yeah. I would very much appreciate it for those like stick around and like I'm not usually like a talkative person when I'm on myself most of the time, so it's really appreciated that I get to the point where I'm like talkative all the time, right? Do do do. It's hard to keep talking when you have those streams that are quieter. I get you, right? Like the only time I'm like whatevs with that is if I were to do like if I were to record like regular Let's Plays for YouTube. I'm trying to get back to that as well. Like there's like a couple games that I still need to beat. Like Tales of Arise, it's been like I'm 2 years behind, and then Modern Warfare, I just got that one, so I need to play that again. Like when it's like Let's
Play.
I'm sorry?
Oh, no. I'm talking to. Ignore me.
When I do like Let's Plays, that's when I'm like, okay, you know what? I get it. I'm recording for something, so I'm just like, hey, I'm just providing this content and then my thoughts or my experiences. So that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this and here's my experience and my thoughts on it. But like when it comes to live streaming, that's when it's like, all right, time to play this game and then see where it takes me. That's like a different like set of ways of making content.
So yeah, wait. Alright, so
Playing the hero,
I'm gonna raid you, Nix. So pretend that you don't know this. I'm gonna need to end my stream now. It's 10 o'clock, and
okay.
I kind of woke up a little earlier, so
fair enough.
I need to bounce. But yeah, I'm gonna raid you for your. I think you only need like what 0.5 recurring viewers.
Actually, the more people that are able to see my stuff, the better, because, yeah, the system is kind of weird when it comes to that. Like I said, oh yeah, I need like 3 viewers, but it's like raising up little by little, even though if I have like more than that, it's really because of like how often do people actually, watch my stuff. It's like rarely like 1 or 2 people, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the thing, when we started, I think they only needed like 3 returning viewers at most. But then I wasn't really aware of the 3% numbers that they kind of need. So that's what that's what I told Kome before, because he was kind of having a trouble also reaching the affiliate. But the thing I think, like you guys can play whatever games you wanted to, but then again, not everybody on Twitch kind of knows the game unless it's kind of trending or whatever. So I just told him like, I'm not really like that nosy type of person that would actually stop you from playing whatever games you want to fucking play. But I just told him like, if anything, just stick to Genshin for now. Because after that, you can play whatever game you wanted to. Like you're not gonna be in need of a recurring viewer until you reach that point of affiliate who no one gives a fuck about the game that you want to play. So I just told him like just stick to Genshin, and as much as possible that don't give a lot of like a day or two interval, because if you're gonna miss like a day or two, like the weekly, I think it goes by weekly. I might be wrong. I really don't know.
Weekly like weekly bosses or
no, like the weekly type of thing, like with the affiliate status.
Oh, that
so
I think it's like based in 30 days. You need to have things within like 30 days.
So yeah, like if you're not reaching that part of returning viewers, you're really not gonna get it. So that's why I was like, bro, I'm not trying to be a dick, but don't play any other games. Just stick with Genshin for now, since Genshin is seriously like one of those,
Yeah, the thing that just sounds very down. The thing that's like very, it's like the downside of like trying to grow your channel is like a lot of the cases you're either playing something trendy or somebody that literally can get you anywhere, or you're just like really lucky for some reason, or you're playing Call of Duty or whatever. It's like that's what the downsides, instead of like, oh yeah, I just want to play whatever I want and then hopefully people enjoy my stuff. That'll be fine and dandy once you have that consistent like ladder that you built up based on like the things you've done in the past.
That's what we're also like, probably, if I may use the word, like lucky. Because when we started over the blue platform again, I'm sorry, like I have to keep on going back to that place because that's where the community started. So when I decided, when we decided to somewhat move here, I was telling the friends that we have on the blue platform, like, if it's okay if you don't want to make a Twitch account or if you don't want to follow me over there, that's fine. Because like you won't be able to bring everybody right here, but there will be some.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with voice acting as well. Nico BLB, watch the fandom. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it's the same. It's honestly the same thing with voice acting, because a lot of people, whenever they get bigger and bigger, it's literally because of who you know and being at certain places at certain times, all the time. Like yes, you start from nowhere. And then getting yourself out there is like the main thing. Is like get yourself out there. Make sure that people know that you are available. Like start with the small stuff, and then eventually, like whenever other people that you've worked with before, or had the pleasure of working for, will get you to other things and bigger things, because they're also doing other things. So they'll keep connecting you with the things that they got connected with on their own.
Yeah.
That's the same thing like with me and Matt. I got into this project. I can't speak about it, but it looks very, very big, and it's like I have a lot of stories about it already, but other than that, I'm gonna keep that a shush until I'm able to announce my character.
It's just like that connection as well that you kind of build. So, just happy that if anything, you'll hit that, we'll try our best to somewhat just appear every time you stream until you reach that stage. And then, that's a goal. Because when Kami told me about it, I was like, we're always ready to, assist. Like what I said, the community is really not that big. But the fact that we can also share some help, even the littlest help that we can provide, we'll be more than glad to just share it. And I was just like, I even asked him, like, is he up today? I was like, no, he just, ended his stream. So, he was here earlier, and then he's streaming right now and totally forgot about you guys. I was just joking. But no, I was telling him, like, let's just go, if anything, that he's gonna be up, like, you're like the next target. Like, we just want to somewhat assist, and then, take it from there.
Yeah.
And of course, give back to the community.
You know, this is kind of a guess. I might be right or wrong about this one, but like, you know, a lot of people tend to discredit themselves for like certain things for certain reasons. Like, I've done that before, but at the end of the day, though, just remember that you got where you are, not fully because yes, because people helped you around, but also because you've taken the first steps on starting.
Yes, of course.
Like, you've taken the necessary steps is by starting. Like, you start, that's why a lot of people say everybody starts somewhere, and it's true, it just takes a while, and it's not like a bad thing if you take your things, taking things slow or taking things fast. It's just like, you know, the prior process, just show the fuck up, pretty much.
All right. So yep.
Even if it's like you're doing something like very poorly or whatever, like eventually someone or any of your friends will just, you know, eventually take you, put you in like in a proper spot, or like, you know, adjust the things that you should or might get better at.
Yeah. All right. So just wait for us, and I'm just gonna do my closing speech.
Okay, go ahead.
Like what I always do. I'll be back. Just wait for us and pretend that you don't know this, okay?
Okay.
Just joking. All right, give me a minute.
Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families.
I have no idea who that guy was.
I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, they'll be out of luck.
Dude,
Let's go back to town.
For anyone still watching, I definitely want to get an autograph from Elizabeth Maxwell, for either Natasha's character or maybe Cynijiba's character or whatever, or maybe Rosario's character. That'd be fucking dope as shit. Maybe I'll most likely probably get Natasha's. Because she's like the mama bear in Star Rail so far, in my humblest opinion.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Uh-oh. It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha. Let's hear what they're saying.
Oh shit, Kier Buckland did a class? How did I miss this? Oh well.
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patients.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where are your manners?
Ma'am, please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be? How can she?
I understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface? I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
Have some respect for Dr. Natasha.
Have some respect, you young lad! How dare you!
She better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast.
She is humble and mummying.
About how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
There we go. Tasha, you okay?
Oh, you're here. I apologize. That must have made for uncomfortable viewing.
I like to straighten out that llama. Are you okay?
I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story.
Alright. Alright, what?
If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask.
I gotta get going. Alright, Rose. See ya. Thank you for stopping by. And also, oh my goodness, I got a rate of 60 people thanks to raindrops keep falling on my head. My man. Thank you for the follow, Stranger. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been.
Thank you, Ishkin Shin, for the follow. Thank you so much. Very appreciated. Hope y'all enjoy whatever I have in store for the stream in the future. Thank you so much. All right, who is this raindrop person? How can you find my stuff, bro? I really appreciate it, man.
Of course.
Also, oh my God, raindrops hacked my Discord. We're now chatting for some.
Yo, cause I went on mute earlier, bro. Cause
I know. Yo, happy streaming, yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
He was gentle.
You know, having like 20 people is actually the biggest I've ever had in a Twitch stream, so that's really nice.
Like a completely different person. Whenever I made a mistake.
So kind sir, I hope we get the chance again in the future to hang out. I need to bounce.
Okay. Yeah, no, like
yeah,
for
thank
sure.
You, thank you.
Like,
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Happy to chat with you whenever. You know, like my DMs
sure.
are always open.
For real. And then so like if anything, you know, you just wanna share some stuff. You know, like all this the chat box is just, you know, wide open for any you know, anything that you guys wanna share. We'll be more than glad to check it out and of course spread it also so we can yeah. Just help a little bit on the PR side of things. For sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright. I'll catch you again later. Thank you guys and have a good night.
See you, Paul.
I'm gonna be bouncing out. Alright, for sure. Bye.
Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity.
That just happened, Matt.
He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease. And wanted to
as someone who's been wanting to like do gaming stuff, especially like Twitch and YouTube stuff, this is actually pretty nice. Like after for so long.
Their homes in the snow plains.
Right.
To be honest, I never understood how he'd achieve that blizzard immunity.
Oh. KSBW, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I always chose.
So yeah, guys, I've been trying to reach affiliate for a while, so a lot of this is like really helpful. Thank you guys so much. And hello, hey, sup, emojis everywhere. I am Super Dane. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, that rate is like really insane, right? Really appreciate it.
Like 2 to 3 different raids.
Thank you for the raids, y'all.
It changed him.
So yeah, the games I basically play is like this game, Genshin, Persona, potentially I might stream Kingdom Hearts or something if I wanted to play for funsies, I don't know. But there are other games that I also play too, so it's not just like Hoyoverse, but other types of genres. So whenever I get to that, hopefully if any of you are interested, to stop by and all that stuff.
Right. You said something, Lucifer?
During his stay in
Yeah,
the underworld,
I'm gonna leave you to here. Feel free to stay.
Oh, appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah. I gotta go.
All right. See you, bro. Really appreciate it.
Reacted differently to
Thanks for the time.
cold.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that fascinated Vash.
Yeah. I actually appreciate you introducing me to them.
Simulate
Of course.
fragmentum corrosion, thinking that
So
it could
it's
lead to
always that
breakthroughs in
like, hey,
developing
you wanna
lucid
chat or something, you wanna collab or whatever, and
Those
whenever they say yes,
reagents
there's
of his
always
aren't
like a
cure-alls
new
for
doors to
critical
open.
illness. That
Yeah,
doesn't
you
exist.
scratch my back. Yeah, I scratch your back.
Vash
Balls.
made the
Absolutely.
reagents
Back
to
scratching.
mitigate the
Yeah.
suffering of his patients
You know,
in
I
the
actually
short term.
remember. I think we actually have a lot of back
Convenient way
scratchers
for
in the
him to
Philippines.
observe
You remember
changes in
those
his
ones that
test
look like the
subjects.
hand? I remember
But
there was like
behind
a
my
lot that my
back, he
family
had been
had.
doling out the reagents
Mhm.
to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me
scratchers.
that something was wrong, his terrible research had already
Yeah,
turned
16
him
people and
into
all that. You're gonna be affiliated in no time, bro.
an
Yeah, that's like what I'm really hoping for. Thanks for aspiring to be an amazing gamer streamer. I hope we could experience gamer tips and knowledge you have in being a streamer so that that we can go have fun. Yeah, of course. Yeah, like I've thing about me, guys, is that I've been wanting to do like YouTube stuff, like Let's Plays and everything when I was like 10 because I was watching other people do it. And then I see like people live streaming on Twitch. I'm like, I want to do that too, but the thing is, great work on the fandom. I just finished watching it. Yeah, no, thank you, guys. For those that stop by, if anybody's into Kingdom Hearts or like any voiceover stuff or anything, like I'm striving to be like a well-established voice actor at some point, and I've been doing this for like 6.5 years, so I'm still like training, getting the support and then everything. So if you guys are interested, check out this YouTube video. This is like the latest dub that I did. I still do this stuff, but it's like mainly just video games because like, they're fine to do and everything, and it's like good practice. So yeah, if any of you are interested and have YouTube or whatever, feel free to check my content out. I also have gaming stuff there and more voiceover related stuff. So if anyone's interested in any of the genres that I'm in, really check that out. It's really appreciative. And if you have any like, advices or anything you'd like to throw at me as well, I'm willing to do that because like aside for voice acting, I also like doing gaming content mainly and expressing my life a bit more. So I'm trying to be better at this stuff and then all the good stuff, just like passion, career, all that good shit.
Right. Yeah, and I also recommend checking out some of his projects for Nico's projects that he's been a part of. He's been great in a lot of different stuff, very flexible roles, especially the voice acting stuff. I really recommend.
Yep.
I got your back, bro.
Yeah. Can you link me like one of your stuff too, or maybe your Twitter or whatever? So since we have like a lot of people here, I'm gonna like link it to to your stuff as well.
Okay. Let me see if I can get my. You want me to post the Twitter link?
Yeah, post a Twitter link on the stream chat as well. You have my permission.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, this is actually my Twitter for Project Gnosis, which Nico is actually one of the main characters in the story. I'm also part of a podcasting platform. I mean, it's an audio drama podcast, if anybody's familiar with it. Again, same story type of thing. If you ever want to check it out, it'd be good. Not necessarily just it is more to support Nico really, because again, he's really what brought us together. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if you're able to just have a listen, that'd be very appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
If you like, I can even post the actual podcast itself so that they have access as well, so that they don't have to go through like different hoops to actually find it.
Yeah, go for it, whatever it is. But yeah, no, I'm gonna continue on playing actually.
All right,
Indeed.
sounds good. How's the
And it all happened under my nose.
How's Star Rail?
How ridiculous.
It's pretty fun, and it's always fun like whenever you're hanging out with friends. But like whenever I'm alone, I'm always like on the go with this one because like since it's a turn-based game, I don't have to like really do everything all at once. This is just like are my characters strong enough? Am I using the right stats? Am I using the right characters for it? And then I just let my characters do my thing, unless if I have something very specific.
Right.
In the end,
Have you thought
Oleg
about certain
suggested that we
builds
banish
for
him
your
and
the characters you
permanently
use and so
deny him
forth?
access to the underworld.
Hold on a second. Certain what?
Builds in this case.
I'm not strong enough yet to consider that too much. I mean, sorta, but I don't have all the resources for all that yet.
Okay.
So until I'm like further in the game and everything, then that's when I'll start focusing on that. But right now, I'm at a good level.
That makes sense.
Had his
I
victims
understand.
found out the truth,
Yeah, I
Vash
think
would have
most
been
of the time
torn to
builds are usually for
pieces by
endgame.
furious underworlders.
Usually.
Yep. Same thing with
So,
Genshin. Like same thing with Genshin. Like
Young and
eventually
weak
I'd
the
have
time.
like Tanner help me a lot,
Oleg must have
guiding me
worried
with this
about
stuff.
how
So
I'd react to such a scenario,
Right.
or he wouldn't have
I
suggested
know that every game
banishment.
has like almost like a build setup or like a meta, if you're familiar with the term. Like how like. But the thing is, it's all about trying to
Looking
have
back,
fun.
it wasn't.
You know,
oh yeah,
for
of
the most
He
course.
deserved much worse. Oleg and I took Vash
Like
to the
all I try to
overworld.
do with like my games is like I have
Made
fun.
his final
Like of
request
course
to
then
us.
I'm gonna try my best to know
take
what to
him
do, but
outside
sometimes
the
some
city to the
some
snow
things that I
plains
try to
he'd
read
always
goes
wanted
like
to conquer.
one brain out the other, if that makes
Figure
sense.
gradually
Like well, like I
disappeared
hear
into the
something
snow
and like
curtain.
comes one year after the other. It's not that I don't. It's not that that I mean to
been
not
telling
like
myself that
listen
Vash is
right
dead ever
all the way.
since.
It's just that me processing a lot of information, even though like we talk
Forgive
a
me.
lot, I'd have to
I'm not
either
good
hear
at
it
telling
again or
stories.
like try my hardest to remember. But
Vash was a
sometimes
terrible brother
half the
and
time
a
it
worse
half
doctor.
or 25% of the
That's
time
all
it
you need to
sometimes
know.
fails. If we're especially if
call
we're
it a
like
day.
talking a lot.
Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind.
Right.
That's
Here,
why sometimes I
for
do
your
often enjoy like vlogging and recording for stuff or like recording games and recording me with friends, because a lot of the times I was like, wait, hold on, what did we do specifically? I'd like to remember, and it's also a way to like look back at stuff. Like when I look at like my old stuff, I was like, oh, I almost forgot about this one.
Right.
Because there's only so much you can remember, like in verbatim as well, so. What time is it? I might end this in a few minutes, so I want to at least do one more thing. And then after that, I'm pretty much done. It is getting late, and I'm pretty sure my folks would probably want to go to sleep as well, since I'm in my Lola's booth. Or Lola's, like, closet. And,
Right.
And they're watching movie downstairs as well. They're watching, like, I forgot what it was, but dispatch one aside.
Yeah, honestly, I probably should go to bed myself since it's 12:30 here.
Yeah, go to sleep, dude.
Yeah, I'll get off now. But yeah, thank you for connecting me with your friends, and yeah, thank you everybody for joining Miko's stream. Definitely great guy. He definitely deserves to be affiliate. You know what I mean?
Thank you. And hello, Joycey. Welcome to the stream, and you're part of the raid too. How's it going? How's everybody actually? I'm gonna hear what you guys have been up to.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drop off. I'll catch you later, Nico.
All right.
So, looking forward to whatever you've been doing.
All right. See you, dude.
See ya.
All right. And now it's just me once again.
Want to spar?
Alright, what, okay, what other assignments do I have? Can't do that. I keep fucking up in that one specifically.
Huh?
Where'd I go? Ah. See, this is why I'm always like, I'm used to playing on my phone because of this shit. Oh, there we go. That's the one. Oh, what do I achieve? What did I achieve? Just looking around on Twitch. Nice. That's cool. Okay, so everybody who's listening right now, if anybody can hear me, are any of you familiar with the Sonic franchise? If so, I may potentially get the game and stream it if you guys are really interested in my experience in it. I'll still do it eventually, but I'm just curious if any of you guys are like interested in seeing me play Sonic Frontiers, because I never got the game yet. At the time I didn't have a job when it came out, and I needed to save money. So if anybody's interested, I will get the game and I will play it for you guys. No, not assignments. Just travelogue. Is it travelogue? No, it's not travelogue. Ah! I'm still trying. Oh, here we go. Missions! I did blah, 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 blah. Don't know the gameplay, but I could check it out on your stream if you decide to play on stream. Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, very appreciated.
Honorary member of the Moles, listen up. Thank you for helping Hook find the detector. But now...
Actually, I wonder who else is on Twitch right now. Tanner, if you're... Julian, if you're streaming right at the moment, then I'll raid you. Otherwise, I will find someone else to raid me. Oh, there's Anne. I've raided her twice already, so I'm gonna raid somebody else. I'm gonna raid Kyome after this, actually.
Hook and Daddy's birth... Yeah? Daddy's job has been more difficult since moving to Boulder Town. He gets home really late every day. I don't want to use his hard-earned money to buy a gift. Hey, are you patronizing me? Actually, I still have some valuable treasure of my own in Rivet Town. It's a shame I left it there. If I go bring it back and sell it for a decent price, I can buy a gift for Daddy without begging anyone for money. I know that Rivet Town is super dangerous right now. That's why I'd like to enlist you as my bodyguard. That way, even if the old witch finds out later, I won't be the only one getting a scolding.
Oh my fucking god, of course.
Let's meet in Rivet Town. I'll be waiting for you in a safe spot. You're not allowed to not come.
I have to go. I don't want to fucking... No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's teleport. Oh, I have to... Okay.
What took you so long? Hook's been waiting here for ages.
Shut the fuck up! It's only been a minute!
Well, it wasn't actually that long.
Yeah, I was about to say!
Now it's fine.
Motherfucker.
I got some good news and some bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
What's the bad news?
I told the rest of the moles about the plan, and Julian asked me to get some treasure for him.
Tanner,
Well,
really?
build a little witch where we've gone. The good news is that he's willing to contribute to our adventure. Look, he gave me this gardening shovel.
Oh, Tanner's live right now. Actually, I'm gonna raid him.
Julian has been a huge help to me. And, well, the treasure won't grow legs and find us, will it? Come on, let's go.
What time is it? Oh my, okay. Actually, I'm gonna have to stop it here. It is late. So, any case, thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate the follows, the raids, and everything. It really means a lot to me. Okay, for anybody else here, I'm going to type in a message for everybody to say when we get to Tanner's stream. We are going to say pancakes. We're gonna say this. So let me. So if anybody's, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna fucking rate him now. Also, I'm gonna put him on my phone so that way I would be able to hear him. And he has advertisement for Taco Bell. All right, let's raid Tanner. Tanner has like one person, so we're gonna have to. Right? Yeah, we're gonna raid this motherfucker. All right, we're all gonna say pancakes. Y'all ready?
What's going on? Eternal Sylvan Gaming, Nico is ready with a party of 13. Hello, how's it going? Pancakes! Pancakes! I can't scream out loud because, they have family or something. But, to briefly introduce myself, hello guys, how's it going?